Okay, forgive the backdrop. It's been a while, about a month since I posted on the channel about some changes happening, and this is the first video in many that are to come. And I thought it was important that I tell my story and how it's brought me to where I am today. Now, some of the things I'm going to say are not easy. They might not be comfortable to listen to. So it might be a bit of a warning to some of you guys. So a bit about me. So my name is Darren. I am a qualified hypnotherapist, and I'm originally from the UK. I'm now based in Bulgaria. The reason that I qualified as a hypnotherapist is the problems that I look to help people with, I can personally relate to. And my niche, I would say, the people that I'm looking to help is corporate professionals, so people working in a corporate career who are above the age of 30 and who are struggling with work-related anxiety, because I've been there. It's something that I can personally relate to. But when we talk about anxiety, my anxiety didn't just start from last year, which I'm going to go into in a little while. My anxiety started way before. So it's 2024, and when I'm 44 years old, back in 1995, when I was 16, it was, I just want to say, the wrong place, wrong time, but I was the victim of domestic assault, and I was in a flat in the west end of Newcastle, and I was beaten to a pulp by two men. I was locked in the flat for 8 hours, and they used several weapons on me: knives, glass, sweeping brushes, a manner of all things, and I was beaten to a pulp. I was beaten so badly I was virtually unrecognizable. I'm fine now. I'm absolutely fine. I'm quite comfortable to talk about this because I went for therapy after, and it's something that I feel I can put back in a box and talk about it without it really affecting me. But as you can imagine, I literally feel like I went through hell after what had happened to me. I don't really talk about it that much. I've got scars all over my body. As a result, like one here, you can barely see, but that was on my nose, is one of them. I've got my arms and everywhere. But it was a very bad point in my life. And I want to say for about 2 years, I really went through hell before I met the right person and things changed and I turned my life around and started to get better. But when it happened, I remember I was diagnosed with PTSD. And if you don't know what that means, it's post-traumatic stress disorder. And I want to say that 99% of the time that's under control. Only 1% of the time that it actually bothers me. But the ordeal when it happened, I'm well over that now. But because of that, I can relate heavily with the anxiety, and obviously it was a big trauma that I had at the time, which I didn't know if I was gonna ever come out of it. And when I think back during that time, all I could think of was, I'm going to die. I'm going to die. They're going to kill me. I'm going to die. It was unimaginable, an unimaginable experience that I would not wish on anybody. And it stole the best years of my teens. It really did. So where most teenagers were concentrating on college and university or whatever, I couldn't even think about that. I couldn't really comprehend about career or study or anything. So I didn't do that. I didn't do college. I didn't do the university thing. And I kind of went through my life plodding on, got some really good jobs in customer service and, you know, build up from there, ended up working in the bank, build up working in the bank, then a recession hit. And then in 2017, my life took a drastic change for the better, where I made the decision, or my partner and I should say, that we would move from the UK into Bulgaria. And it's not a decision that I've regretted, definitely not. I definitely feel a lot safer here. I feel way less victimized. Then even if I wasn't victimized in the UK, I always had it in the back of my mind. So I couldn't do things like, I couldn't walk across a road if there was a group of youths, because I would feel unsafe. I would feel intimidated, that's the word. And so I couldn't do things like that, you know. It was really traumatic. And if there was some sort of drama going on, like two men fighting or something like that, it was traumatic, you know. It was really not a good experience to have. So when we moved and I found a new career and I got into SEO and I was working with a company, I'm not going to talk about it that much because there's certain reasons that I can't, but everything was going really well. I had an amazing job. You can look on previous videos about it, and I lost the job in February last year. And it was really sudden. I didn't see it coming. And to be honest, it really put me in a bad place for a while. I sunk into a depression and I didn't know what to do. My other half was like, just promise me you'll never work for a company again, and whatever you do off your own back. And then I found hypnotherapy and I started studying it in August. It was a 6-month course, and I got my diploma end of January. And it's really been an enlightening experience. And from what I've dealt with personally with anxiety and work-related anxiety, and, you know, anxiety with the suddenness of losing your job and when that panic sets in, I knew I could relate, which is why my niche is so specific. So I wanted to put this video out there to give you a little story, a little bit of background about me and why I'm doing this. And you're going to be seeing more videos about this, about conviction. That's the word, about being able to use conviction, because conviction is something that we do in our childhood and we lose the art in adulthood. And I want to help these people who are suffering majorly with conviction, things like being able to say no, standing up to people, having the confidence to be able to say what's on your mind without feeling that someone's going to belittle you, knowing that whatever you say, you know in your mind it's right, without fear of being gaslighted, without fear of somebody saying you're making a big issue out of nothing when it is something that's a big issue, something that's important to you, making you know your own worth. So this is a really kind of short video. I was going to make this a long video, but as I say, I don't want to really go through the ins and outs of my trauma. I don't want it to be a video where people are going to get upset about. I don't want sympathy. I've dealt with my issues. I'm just putting this out there to say to you guys that where you are, if this relates to you, I've been there and I've come out the other side of it, and there is a way out. And I want to make it my mission to help you guys to do the same. So this is the first video, as I say, of many. If you feel that any of this relates to you and you want to seek some sort of help and support, my website is in the link below. Click on it, it'll take you to a calendar. Select a time and a date and I'll be there. There's a free 20-minute no obligation consultation where we can get together, discuss what's on your mind and make a plan from there. That is everything from me for today. I just want to thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. And I will be posting videos every Wednesday. Next week is going to be the first of the part about conviction and how to be able to say no without fear of hurting another person's feelings. So until next week, thank you very much for watching and I will see you then. Until then, bye for now.